Hi everyone, delonewolf here, and welcome back to some EVE Online. Welcome also to sisi, the test server for EVE Online. The reason I'm making this video is because I'm going to take a look at the first few features of the next release called Vanguard that have been deployed on sisi. So first of all, we have a few graphical updates, and that is for the Legion, the Loki, and the station exteriors. So those are going to go up to the V5++ graphical options, and they should look a lot better now. I'll take a quick look. Here for instance is the Legion, but I won't go too in depth on the Tech 3 cruisers because these, oops, I can go like this, because they're not finished. So some of the subsystems are not skinned just yet, but here is the look of it, and maybe I can then just choose another one. That looks a little bit different, and with the augmenter doesn't look that much different. Let's take another front subsystem. Yeah, there you go. It's really hard to tell if you don't actively fly the ship, so I can't really say a lot, except for the fact that the Legion and the Loki are going to get a graphical overhaul to bring them in line with the rest of the ships that have already been overhauled. So that's pretty cool. Let's also take a look at the Loki then. What does that look like? So here is a very thin one. Looks a lot less shiny. There's a clear difference I feel in the Loki here. Let's take a look at maybe another one that makes it look a little bit more like what I know. This I think. With this efficiency configuration, make it a little bit less long. And so yeah, on the Loki I do notice quite a bit of a difference, although my first reaction, does it look a little plastic? The Legion looked really good, you know, irony, glowing, like gold plated. That definitely did work. This not entirely sure. Let's get another one in here. Take a look at the back. Not entirely convinced by the Loki, but okay, these are getting a graphical overhaul. Next up, station exterior. So let's just undock the Ishtar here, and let's take a look at the station if I notice anything nice or drastic here. So here we are undocking, and the station, for a moment there I thought it was gone. It just took a while, I guess. Maybe the resources needed to be loaded, and well, that looks a lot lighter, I think, than on TQ. So there is a noticeable difference. I definitely like that the shape seems to come out quite a bit more. So over here you do have the idea that this is definitely a front side, this as well, and that this is much deeper into the structure. You get a nice sense of scale. Honestly, this looks absolutely amazing to me. This looks really, really nice. So I would say this is a Galente station, and if all of them get a treatment like this, that's looking very nice. I like this, absolutely. Looks really good. So station update, graphical update, to me looks like a really big success. And then there are a few more small features. So first of all, we're gonna get a timer. So for that I'll need the probe scanner. Let's see if there's anything to scan down. Nope, not here. Then we'll check out the other timer first. So whenever you jump through a gate or through a wormhole, you're cloaked for a while as long as you don't move, and normally CCP added a timer for that. So let's take a look at that. Just let's go out there. Do I have some drones with me? God damn it, everything is still in the wrong place because I reinstalled the sisi client. So here we go. And then our drones are up here. Alright, so that should still be doable for this test. Let's move these to guard day while we are in warp anyways. And then these medium. Small. What? That didn't work. Alright, but let's first jump through the gate here. Let's see if we can spot that timer, if this is something that could become useful. Yeah, alright, it's definitely very noticeable. Here is your cloak timer. Yeah, it's gonna be a very helpful little tool for fleets. Move drones to small. Move drones to ogre. It's less to type. And then here we have salvage. Like that. So that timer, honestly, that looks pretty good. And I feel that that is going to be decently useful. And then I was gonna look for the probe scanner here once again. There is a signature, so let's hope it's a wormhole. That means that I can immediately go and take a look at that timer as well. But that looks like a very nice little feature, honestly. I don't mind it at all. And do I have... Let me see. Like that. Formation. Move. Well, you're seeing me doing some maintenance on the sisi client here. So we could just... I do like to keep the stargates, just so that I know where those are. And that is that. Alright, moving on to scanning the signature here. Let's see what this is. Hopefully a wormhole. That would be nice. Everything so far also feels pretty smooth and responsive. Unfortunately, it's a data site. So let's go to another system. Let's try and find a wormhole to show that new feature as well. But yeah, this client feels pretty good so far. Not seeing any major problems with it. Does that mean that the camera shake is still on? Let me see. General settings, or is it here? Yeah, camera shake is still on. Don't want to use that. And oh dear, not sure how that's gonna look, but we tried it. Let's jump through. And again, here you can see 3 signatures. We should have a wormhole amongst them. Here is the timer. If you hover over it, you can even see how many seconds you have left. So it's a 1-minute timer, and I have 50 seconds left. Alright, pretty cool stuff. Now if I move, it disappears. So that seems functional and quite handy. Now let's see if we can find a wormhole here. That should have a similar effect, except it's called something different. So let's get to scanning here. Let's just do this one. Yep, that's a wormhole. That's nice. So we'll be able to check that out. And then the final feature. So just to reiterate, we have graphical overhauls for the Legion, the Loki, and the stations. And the station, honestly, that looked absolutely amazing. Then we have these new timers I'm showing here. And then there should be like a sound option that the impact sounds on shields and armor should sound differently depending on how much damage you have taken or something like that. That's something that I may be able to test if I go to Nullsec in a moment, or if I maybe lose my Ishtar to the sleepers. That could be an idea. Let's see if there's a site in that wormhole that we can straight jump to, lose the Ishtar, and then have a listen. So here's the wormhole. I'll put the tracking camera on. We'll move there. Yep. Custom tracking position. Move that over here. So now we're going through a wormhole, and again we get the very same timer, jump cloak timer. It's called, let's see, residual effects from your most recent jump have rendered your ship invisible. This effect dissipates after a limited amount of time. So it's called exactly the same thing. It's called the jump cloak timer. Okay. And finally, yeah, we have a couple of combat sites. Let's maybe up the audio for, let's see, what would it be? UI speech, world level. What does that do? I want to get rid of the music for this test. World level, I'll up that a little bit, and then we'll go in there and we'll take a listen as we take damage
Warp drive
from the sleepers. Let's activate this at least so that I can try to survive a little bit, but the Ishtar is not tanked at all, so we're actually gonna lose it. Let's get close in on him and let's see if we can hear something different. Get rid of you as well, don't need you anymore. Off we go, J152433. Here we are. Ooh, couple of series batteries. Well, this is bound to be pretty short, but let's take a look. Let's maybe drop smalls. What the hell? So those are my shields gone. Do I hear an impact? Let's see. I'm not hearing any impact from this. Small guys should do missiles. Okay, I hear some missile impacts. Let's see. Keep repping, honestly. I'll need it. So this is on armor. Let's see if we can get rid of that series battery with the hops. Taking quite a bit of damage, but if I can get rid of the series batteries, that would be good. Get some laser fire. Come on. Remote the rack. Is that different on structure? Series battery down. Let's stop the overload so that I don't fully lose my ripping ability. But I'm not hearing a different impact sound. Can we stop that? Like structure or armor. Okay. Obviously don't like me, but as long as they're not muting, we're doing okay. Hits on structure, but that sounds pretty much the same to me. Let's return those guys. Let's take something bigger. Should still be at decent range here. And unexpectedly, my Ishtar is actually tanking the first wave. Let's drop some ogres and let's send them on the controller. Engage that. So just keep going. I'm not sure. I mean, I can clearly hear all of the impacts now that these sleepers are in range, but I'm not exactly noticing different types of sounds when they hit structure or when they hit armor. So not that noticeable to me right now. Let's maybe close in on them a little bit so that I can pick up my drones very quickly. Oh, and I of course forgot to bookmark the exit. I was expecting to lose my Ishtar anyway. There we go. So impact sounds, they'll get an update. I've yet to spot anything that's that different, but I do hear them quite clearly now, so that does seem to work. Maybe for the final one, you know, let's get on this one. Let's see if we can hear impacts on him. Why am I not repping? Let's approach him. Anything? Come on, ogres. So he just exploded. Let's return that. Let's warp off to planet 1. And for some reason I did manage to clear the first wave here, just in the greedy Ishtar, which is completely not tanked. We get some nice impact sounds, so if they have improved across the board, I'm of course all for them, but I have yet to really notice a difference between impacts on different aspects of the ship when you take more damage or when you're not damaged at all. So yeah, there you go guys, those are the first few features for the Vanguard release. I'll keep you guys up to date as always. For now, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.